previous class we discussed some questions under direct proportion. So now we discuss the inverse proportion. So what is that? If one quantity increases, then the other quantity will decrease. So such a relation we call it as inverse proportion. Such proportion we call it as inverse proportion. So now here we take one example here. If the number of workers increases, then the time taken to finish the same work will decrease. More workers are there, then it will be finished a little earlier than the less number of workers. Another example you can see here, speed in kilometer and the time taken in minutes given. If the speed is 3 km per hour, it takes 30 minutes. If speed is 6 km per hour, it takes 15 minutes. If the speed is 9 km per hour, it takes 10 minutes. If speed is 45 km per hour, it takes only 2 minutes. Now you look at this 3, if you multiply it by 2, it gives you 6. Then the 30 divided by 2, then it gives you 15. Okay, the 3 multiplied by 3, then it gives you 9. Then 30 divided by 3, then it gives you 10. So 3 multiplied by 15, 45. Then 30 multiplied by 15, it gives you 45. Then divide by 15, it gives you 2. So always you see 3:6. 3:6 is same as 1:2. 3/6, you are getting 1/2. 3/6, these two. 30:15, 30/15, you are getting 2/1. So you are getting here 1/2 and here 2/1. Okay, so here 30:15, you are getting 2:1. 3:6, you are getting 1:2. If you take the ratio of these two, 3:6, you are getting 1:2. 30:15, you are taking 2:1. So they are inversely related. 1:2 is becoming 2:1. So they are inversely related. But remember that one, the product of these two, 3 into 30 is same as 6 into 15, is same as 9 into 10, same as 45 into 2. Multiply this one, 90, 90, 90, 90. The product of these two always constant. So you see one more example here. Price of each book is 40 rupees, means you can buy 150 books. If price of book increases, the number of books you purchase decreases. The cost of each book is increasing, means you can, how many books you can buy, the number of books will reduce here. More is the cost, you can buy only the less amount. With the same amount, you can buy only less number of books. They are inversely related. So you see 40:50, you are getting 4:5. And the 150:120, you see, you are getting 5:4. How they are related? 4:5 becoming 5:4. They are inversely related. So they are inverse to each other. But remember one thing, 40 into 150 is same as 50 into 120. So it is 6,000, 6,000, 6,000, everywhere 6,000 only. The product is same. In the direct proportion, ratio was same. Here the product is same. So that is how you are getting the inverse relation. So if one quantity X is increasing, the other quantity Y will be decreasing. In such case, X and Y is a constant. X and Y is equal to a constant value. So always one quantity and other quantity, if you multiply, it is same everywhere. X1 Y1 is equal to X2 Y2 is equal to X3 Y3. So you get always a constant value. If both the quantities are multiplied, then the product will be always the same. So that is the property of inverse proportion. So X1 Y1 is always equal to X2 Y2. If you write in the form of a division, X1 by X2, X1 by X2 is equal to Y1, Y2 by Y1. So in the direct proportion, X1 by X2, if you do, then it was Y1 by Y2 in case of direct proportion. But here in inverse proportion, X1 by X2 is same as Y2 by Y1. X1 by X2, Y2 by Y1. 4:5 is equal to 5 by 4. 4 by 5. It is a reciprocal of this one. So changing the order. X1 by X2 is equal to Y2 by Y1. So if you take this is X1, X2. This is Y1, Y2. 4 by 5, 4 by 5. So here you cannot write 5 by 4. You can write 4 by 5, this one, but you cannot write this 5 by 4. It is equal to, change this one, y2 by y1. Then you will get 4 by 5. You write like this, then this one in the reverse. So 4 by 5, so here it is in the reverse direction. Okay, x1 by x2 is equal to y2 by y1, not y1 by y2. In direct proportion it is y1 by y2, but inverse proportion it is y2 by y1. Or just you multiply this, two quantities you multiply, it is always constant. Okay, so we say that it is inverse proportion. Now we will take one example here. 6 pipes are required to fill a tank in 1 hour 20 minutes. 6 pipes fills the tank in 1 hour 20 minutes. How long will it take if only 5 pipes are connected? So now, so you can write a table here, number of pipes in the first row. You can write here number of rows, number of pipes used here in first row, and the time taken in the second row. Time taken. Make a table like this. So this is one quantity, another quantity. 6 pipes are connected, then it takes 1 hour 20 minutes. 1 hour 20 minutes means 1 hour 20 minutes. You write in minutes only. 60 plus 20, 80 minutes. You can write here 80 minutes. Time taken in minutes. Okay. So we are writing in minutes. So now if only 5 pipes are connected, how much time it takes? You can write x. So what is the property? What is the property of inverse proportion? The product of two quantities. You can do in two ways. You can write in two ways. 6 by 80 is equal to x1 by y1. Reverse this one. You are writing like this means you have to inverse this one. How you have to write? X by. So if it is direct proportion, 6 by 80 is equal to 5 by x, but it is inverse proportion, so you have to reverse this one. So you write like this, 6 by 80, here x by 5. Or otherwise, product of the two quantities, 6 into, what is that? You have to multiply that. Product is always same. Okay. So then you will simplify this one, you will get the value of x now. No, sorry. Time taken, you multiply this one. Product of the two quantities is always constant. No? 80 into 6 must be equal to 5 into x. 5x. The product is always constant. So therefore, x is equal to 80 into 6 divided by 5. So simplify 5 ones are 5, 6 are 30, 16 into 6, 16 into 6 it gives you 96. So 96 minutes. So because the product is always same. The product is always same. But the ratio, while writing the ratio, not like this. 6 by 5 you take 6 by 5. Here you have to take x by 80. 6 by 80. 6 by 5 is equal to x by 80. 6 is to 5. Ratio of these pipes. So time taken, ratio of the time taken. 6 is to 5 if you take, then you have to write in the reverse direction. X is to 80. Either you do like this or multiply this one. Anyone you can do. If you want to take ratio 6 is to 5, 6 by 5. Instead of writing 6 by 5 in the same order, instead of writing reverse order, x by 80. So then cross multiply, you will get the answer. Is it? So you look at this now. There are 100 students in a hostel and food provision for them is for 20 days. The food is available for only for 20 days. 100 students are there, they can use that food for 20 days. If 25 more students join the same group, then how long it will last? So let us write the table here, number of students in first row. You can write the number of students in one row. Number of students in one row. Then another one is number of days, you can write in the second row. Number of days. So you can make a table like this. So here it is given if 100 students are there, it will be last for 20 days. The fourth provision is will be last for 20 days. If 25 more students joining the group means it becomes 125 students. And then you write it is X days. Okay. You can do it in two methods. Either take ratio or multiply the product. 100 into 20. 100 into 20 should be equal to 125 into X. Product will be same. So here X will be equal to 100 into 20 divided by 125. So divide this one. 25 5s are 25 4s are 5 1s are 5 4s are. X is equal to 16. 16 days, it will be last for 16 days if 25 more students join. In another way, how you can do, take the ratio 100 is to 125, 100 is to 125 should be equal to, writing like this. This cannot be in the same order. Change the order. It is equal to X is to 20, isn't it? Or you can write like this, 100 divided by 125 should be equal to 100 divided by 125 in this direction, but here you will change the order, X by 20. So multiply this one, X into 125 is equal to 100 into 20. So X is equal to 100 into 20 divided by, same thing you are getting, so it should be equal to 16 days. So you can do it in two ways. One is simply multiply these two. Multiply these two when the ratios are in inverse proportion. When the ratios are in direct proportion, divide these two. Division will be same. 100 by 20 is equal to 125 by X if it is in direct proportion. Since it is in inverse proportion, just you multiply and divide. It is very easy. This given question, 15 workers can build a wall in 48 hours. How many workers will be required to do the same work in 30 hours? So now 48 hours work has to be finished in 30 hours means you have to increase the number of workers. It is in inverse proportion. So here let us write number of workers in one row and the time taken. Time taken in hours in another row. So make a table like this. So now number of workers, 15 workers means they can do it in 48 hours. So to finish that work in 30 hours, how many workers are required? You can write it as X now. Since it is in inverse proportion, the product should be same. 15 into 48 must be equal to X into 30. So therefore X is equal to 15 into 48 divided by 15 ones are 15 twos are 2 twos are 2 fours are. X is equal to 24 hours. 24 workers are required. So we need 24 workers to finish that in